How's it going, guys? It's Tim Laws here. We're bringing you Disc Golf Video League number 5 from Indian Hills. If you guys are enjoying Caper's footage, please go to his YouTube page and like and subscribe and turn your notifications on. I'm here with Tom. How's it going, Tom?
Fantastic, man. I'm excited to be back for another edition. Who are we playing with today, Tim?
We got a 5-man card. We got Chris Thompson from Jeff City, Josh Lawson, myself, Tim Laws, King George, and Logan Lasley.
Sweet. Very local card, besides Chris Thompson, who's from Jeff City.
Yeah, we'll count him as local. He's
sure.
up here playing a lot.
So we're starting on hole 4, kind of a local play as well, speaking of.
Yeah, this shot is kind of it's a difficult shot to put enough power to clear that last seater, but still fade into the basket and be parked. You get a lot of 30-footers, 40-footers. To be really parked's a difficult shot.
For sure. The trick is to throw it high and tight, which is difficult to commit to.
Yeah, we're just out of the car here. Me and George both stretched it out, didn't throw it hyzer enough.
It's the mistake to make, though. You don't want to go too tight. Josh Lawson is a big arm. He throws real far and makes some big putts, and that's a good-looking shot there. Circle's edge, maybe just inside.
Yeah, I think it might be obstructed under the tree a little, but okay. I think he's in the circle.
Logan Lasley.
And similar to George in mine, you get a lot of these types of shots. A lot of the circle 2, a little too straight on this hole.
Chris Thompson. Do you know what he's throwing here?
I don't know his bag too well. I know Josh and George's bags pretty well, but
that's way wide.
I know he throws a lot of T-birds and Firebirds, I think.
Okay, cool. Wait, are you guys doing 2 off the top?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Yep.
George
looks like we definitely we definitely went 2 off the top. George and myself, I think I end up doing the same thing.
No.
Yep.
Can't make the correction.
Yeah, we're both worse on our second shot than our first shot.
Man, that is unideal.
Yeah, and we also had a little friendly $5 bet, and so with the 5-man card, it was $25, worth winning.
For sure.
And I think George has it's a low tag. I can't remember. It's like the 4 or the 6 or something up. None of the rest of us really had. I think I had like 22 or something.
2 guys back-to-back making that mistake you don't want to make. Getting too early, too tight. Can Chris make a correction off his first drive? Doesn't look like he's throwing this high enough. I think the trick is get it high so that it stalls out and kind of falls back towards the basket while also being tight enough to be left.
Well, and as you can see this evergreen on the left here, it's pretty windy today. You're protected on a lot of these holes, but this hole and 1 through 3, the wind. Well, you'll see when we get to those holes.
Was that a sidearm?
That was a lefty sidearm.
Wow, that's weird. I don't know how well it worked.
Yeah, I think he's left-handed naturally, so I've actually kind of noticed a lot of natural left-handers can throw right-hand backhands. I don't know really what's up with that, but
George putting with P2s today, maybe?
Yeah, I think he's putting P2s.
Oh, man, Chris for par here. This is a difficult putt. Oh, man, that's not an easy comebacker again. He's still got some meat left.
And Josh mentioned his bird putt, so I guess he wasn't obstructed. I was thinking maybe a Chris's shot.
So a few pars here, and Chris putting for bogey from 25 obstructed. This is a must make. And he does.
Yeah, he settled down and got it.
So it looks like we're going to have 4 pars here and a bogey from Chris. Moving on to the hole 5. This one really feels like a must get to me, the new hole 5.
When it's in this spot. So it's in the short, straight spot, and I think it plays about 240 feet or something. It might be a little shorter than that, but it's a little uphill.
The really only obstacle on this hole is speed control. You just have to get the speed right.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe this one's 293.
Yeah, I'm not buying that either. Man, nice shot by George there, but he's inside circle. That's a good shot.
This is a brand new pin, so it's probably not measured in or on the signs.
What are you throwing, Tim?
I'm throwing a Rock X3.
Okay.
Champion. It's, pretty overstable for a rock.
Great shot. Wow, nice.
That's pretty much parked.
Absolutely, that's what you're looking for. The one mistake you don't want to make is to be short behind the cedar that the pin is tucked up behind.
And I think Josh is throwing...
Firebird?
Yeah, I think that's his new Firebird. He probably should have thrown... He's got a big arm. He probably should have thrown one of his overstable mids.
Ah, heck, he could get there with a putter easy.
Yeah, he throws those old rhinos. I don't know if he has any that are in
Logan
the bag
in
that
a
are
bad
overstable.
spot there. That's he probably won't have a look from there. Chris looking to rebound after a bogey.
I think he's throwing a rock here.
Crushing it as well, but possibly a good break. Not going too far into that tree. He'll have a straddle from there, maybe from the knee.
Yeah, Josh had never played this pin position, so
Okay, that makes sense.
I think he would pick a different disc next time.
Yeah, I definitely think he'll be disking down a bit to a slower, probably a putter, I would imagine. That was a good up. Yeah, Chris from a knee.
He was still pretty obstructed. He had to either putt under or around that branch there. It's kind of hard to see from that angle, but
George to pick up a bird here. Oh my!
This shocked me. That was about 12 feet, and you give George another 20 of those, and he's making them all.
That's crazy,
So,
man. It's not every day you see George miss one of those, especially when there's money and a high tag on the line.
yeah.
George is usually ice cold. He's steaming over there. Look at him.
Yeah, he, and that his first putt was maybe 45 feet. And so, he's not, because he bangs a lot of those too. You saw in the other round he played, he was making a lot in that
Huge
range.
putts.
So,
For sure.
starting out not making either of those, he wasn't too happy about it.
All right, hole 6. This is in the deep left spot?
No, this is in the short left spot.
I'm sorry. Yes, I was thinking about hole 7.
And I just flipped that over. That was an ape. It's windy, but I guess I missed my angle. It's pretty overstable disc. I was a little bit shocked by that.
Sure. George going backhand turnover. This looks pretty fast. He's going for a low line. He's not executed that shot. He's going to have a side arm with probably a gator up to the basket.
Man, I feel like George threw eagle there.
Okay.
Josh throwing some kind of mid. He's added mids to the bag. He used to only throw those rhinos.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what disc that is, but
I'm going to guess Buzz. Just go
yeah,
put it out there.
it looks like it.
Logan going side arm.
Logan's throwing a halo turn here, I believe.
Okay.
So I think it was maybe a little understable for this wind. You can kind of see the trees moving.
For sure, it's blowing.
Definitely windy out here.
Chris
20,
going
30 mile
lefty.
an hour gusts sometimes.
Oh, this looks nice. Can it beat that tree? It can.
It's just a little early, but still, you know, I think he's got a putt because that
40-footer?
Yeah, that tree's trimmed out a little bit. So
Called it George sidearm gator.
yeah, still left himself a little work.
He'll probably make that. I'd bet on the fact that he makes that, especially after missing the short one on the last hole. Logan with the jump flick.
And that's you can't see the disc, but he's pretty well parked there.
Nice.
I ended up under the tree over here. I had to kind of do a belly flop jump putt, but that's reasonable. I think that's 12, 15 feet or something.
Chris for birdie. Oh, and man, honestly, that tree that Chris has gone a little bit deep under, it can be a little scary if you go long on that under that tree. Come with the low ceiling comebacker. Oh, Josh.
And that's the one you expect him to make too.
Yeah, 2 squandered opportunities on 4 and now on 6.
Whew.
Wow, that was close.
He made it, but a little bit of an elevator putt there.
Yep. So Chris to take par. That's a good putt.
He settled down for both those comebackers and hit them. So.
All right, well, again, no birdies here.
Yeah. Hasn't really been too hot around so far.
Yep. You're under par. You're the only one who is.
Yeah, well, I'm happy with that start for sure. Anything under
Definitely.
par on this course is great.
This is a really technical line here. It's kind of like I personally throw something slightly unstable on a hyzer that just stays on a hyzer but kind of stretches, and you have to keep it super low and get a little lucky.
Yeah, I threw a brand new escape here and
Hung on
just
to that
hooked
one a
it
little bit.
bad.
Yep.
Not even a bad disc selection, just a bad shot.
George definitely gets it low. Gets some ground play. It's a bit early. It's going to be a technical little upshot. I'm looking forward to see what he does from there. Maybe a roller.
Yeah, I honestly can't remember. I think Josh puts a good move on this. Oh, no.
Yep, you kind of want to keep it pretty close to that group of trees.
I think that's that super beat up, like 12-year-old Firebird that he throws. His bag
Nice.
has been the same for like 15 years, except he's added a couple of new discs. I think he added a Halo driver. I'm not sure the mold, but I mean he's basically been throwing the same 15 discs for 15 years. A couple of rhinos and some rocks. Firebird, Destroyer.
For sure. Very old school. I got to say this. Logan looks like a Banff with that beard and glasses. I wouldn't want to come across him in a dark alley. Oh, this looks nice. Can
He's
it be
got
low?
that winter look going for sure. Oh yeah, that was a really good shot.
That's a pretty good shot. He'll have a look.
Probably about 50 feet or something.
Go. Man, that's good. That's gonna be bogey.
Here in a minute, you'll see where my great shot ended up. I don't even know if you can tell. I'm over on the other side
Oh
of five.
wow, you made it that far, dude. This looks great. Go.
Yeah, so throw a little anvil cut roller here. Leaves
It's
me
a
with
look.
about a 40-footer to save par. That's a great scramble shot
Definitely.
considering how bad that tee shot was.
Josh probably throwing a rhino here.
Yeah, for sure. That's his. He's got
Nice
that
shot.
yellow, newer rhino, and then he puts those two white ones that are, and
Oh,
he
man.
throws them too.
Back to back. I called it again. Going roller here. That's a pretty good shot too. Well
Yeah.
played.
Down there within 15 or so.
Heck yeah. Logan going side on with an old ABR. Is he going inside or around? Inside. Oh,
Wow.
man, that was
One
really.
tree to beat on that gap. And
That was so close to being
centered
good. Good effort, Logan.
This basket, it's so hard to get the two here because it's
very
so
protected.
protected. Even when you get down there 40 feet, it's hard to have an angle. I just airballed that. So struggling with the straddle putt since I switched from it.
Well, that's okay. After that drive, it's not
Yeah.
awful.
A two would have been, scrambling to save the three would have been pretty outstanding after
Definitely.
the drive.
George looks like he's found his groove. Couple
Yeah,
of putts now.
Dead center just over the rim. That's more what you expect out of George.
So with you putting for bogey, it looks like we're going to be tied up here for the lead. With Chris
Yeah.
Thompson still one back.
Yeah, and I think Logan will go to a
Yep.
one over with the bogey as
Yep,
well.
did right. So it's still a tight race here after 3 holes.
So yeah, 2 bogeys and 3 pars here. Moving
4
into
holes.
hole 8. I think maybe did Chris, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's 3 pars.
It says Logan's 2 over now.
Oh, so
Okay.
Logan took a 5 on that.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he took a 5 on that.
okay. Double bogey there. So he's at the back of the pad. George going turn over rock here. Doesn't look like he gets it over quite enough.
Yeah, I think he was expecting that disc to be a little flippier. He changes the rocks out all the time, and it definitely didn't flip for him. Josh going for the win here. He's breaking out the overhand shots. He wants to win. He wants George's
Way
tag.
up there.
And he wants that $25.
Yeah, Josh is always there to play some cash. Throws it a little straight, catches the tree. He's got a very difficult putt for his 2.
And so we're seeing one of Chris's many different shots he throws. There was
was
his
so
left hand,
close.
backhand.
Yeah. Man, that was so close.
Yeah. I'm throwing this anvil again. It's probably the disc I throw the most out here at the hills. It's just a dependable, overstable mid.
Yeah. Nice shot. This is looking great. Oh, yeah. Inside circle.
Yep.
Heck
About
yeah.
20, 25 feet or something.
That's solid. I throw an A2 on this, which is super similar to an anvil, so I like your disc selection.
Yeah. Logan's throwing a halo turn here. And doesn't beat the tree completely, but he's got
That's
a putt.
Yeah, for sure. So, a few circle two
Yeah, I'd
looks.
say this one's looking about 55, 60 feet.
Oh,
Bang.
my goodness.
That's Josh with that spin putt. When he's on, he can hit from anything inside 100.
Oh, and the heel tap. That was... Oh, yes. Replays. Thank you, Caper. We needed him.
Yeah,
Let's
nice.
go. That was awesome.
Nice little slow-mo and a good little dance.
No, Logan's just been big putted. Can he follow up? He can.
Yeah, and he's out there,
Whoa.
so he's good. Nice putt.
Heck
It's a
yeah.
logo from about 45.
George to follow up with a side-up turnover.
Yeah, George didn't have anything. He had to lay up. So I'm sitting here thinking, don't get big putted by
Yeah,
these two.
for real.
Hit this 20-footer.
Oh, good. That's always such a relief after two people make two huge putts and you just sit there with 25 feet left.
Yeah. So George's the only one left out.
Nonplussed for sure.
George's definitely a little off for him today. You know, maybe he's slumming it with us lower-rated players. He's not bringing his A game or his focus or something, but he definitely a little off today.
I mean, yeah, George is usually... I don't know. I would say through that stretch of holes, he's probably a few down usually.
Yeah. But the thing about George is, off, he's still one shot from the lead.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Can he get stable in time? No. But that's a good result. He'll have an easy up from there.
yeah, I think that's a Wraith.
Okay.
I'm also throwing a Wraith.
I love this hole. This is kind of similar to hole 7, to where you want to throw like a stretchy hyzer really low.
Yeah,
Oh,
just drop
okay.
mine out a little early.
At least you kind of filter back to the fairway.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you don't, it's pretty much insta-bogue.
I actually just threw it a little high. You can't really see from the angle that he's filming, but, you know, the branches reach out higher, but there's a low line there. And
I didn't see that come back out.
throw it a little high, and the line gets a lot skinnier. So.
For sure. George probably going like eagle, if I had to guess.
It's either Eagle or a Roadrunner. This hole's a little longer, so I could see him throwing a Roadrunner.
Oh man, that spot looks familiar.
Yeah. And I want to say...
Chris going righty for a change.
Yeah. He told me what this was after the shot.
Oh, this looks beautiful.
I'm sure if I guess it's going to be wrong, but
Oh my goodness. Is that
pretty
an
much pured it.
ace run? Wow.
I mean, he's inside it, but yeah, I mean, it was chain high when it went by. That was pretty nasty.
Man, that looked awesome on film. Logan throwing a high turnover, catching some branches.
Yeah, he was in a bad way over there. He didn't have much, so
He's still
that'll work as good as a pitch out. He's
Yeah.
back on the fairway.
He needs to get up and down here.
Yeah, he's kind of limping along on this hole.
Yep. He's got a very difficult putt left for his bogey here.
I'm throwing a roller with an ape here.
Okay. So is that what the disc that you usually throw rollers with?
It's weird because usually overstable discs hold right, but that ape slams left really hard.
Oh,
So I
interesting.
threw it. So I throw that if I want it to hook left, I'll throw that.
Okay. And then you have a more overstable ape that kind of holds to the right, or
I actually throw a felon that holds to
Okay.
the right.
George? Okay. Well,
I think he
He's
wanted
good.
that one. He lined it up for a minute.
Logan to save bogey here. It's high. Can it find chains? Double again. He'll be at +3 after the whole 9.
So that's twice now that I've thrown a bad tee and a good scramble and a bad putt. So, but at least I'm giving myself chances
Chris
to
for
save.
birdie? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't give it a chance. He's mad. I know that. George for par.
And I think Chris, not this particular hole. I think there's a couple of pins. Actually, to be honest with you, almost any hole that's in one of the new black pins, he had not played.
Okay.
So, like this next hole, he had not played. It's in the short right, I think.
Yep.
So,
Okay, so Logan with a double and you with a single and then 3 pars. Is that right?
I believe so. Yeah.
So Lawson still with a 1-stroke lead over you and George. This is a short forehand hole for the righty player.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough backhand in my opinion. Guys that
Definitely.
really impress me that they can get here with the backhand.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
just outside circle 1.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about this hole, it is fairly straight. So if you threw just a backhand dead straight, you could have like a circle's edge putt. If you throw the sidearm, you have the possibility to get that late finish.
Yeah, I think you just end up with, you occasionally get lucky on this hole, but the idea of this hole in this
That's
location
long, isn't
is
it?
you're going to have to hit a 20 to 40-foot putt to get it most of the time, unless you get lucky and get through. Because you can throw the same shot 3 times and be parked once and be 40 feet away the other 2 times.
This hole, and I've said this on coverage a few times now, is you have to throw a good shot, and then you have to get whoa, and then you have to get lucky. Yikes!
Yeah.
Lefty grip lock.
So I'm throwing this purple anvil again.
Nice.
So it's probably be about 10 tee shots out here. Just a lot of short
Can it miss
holes
the
out
tree?
there.
Yeah.
I juiced it a little. It's a little long, but
Straddle putt to the left there.
You'll see when you get here. I have to really almost do a trick putt. It's so
Oh,
there's
okay.
really no line.
Logan's gonna try and right the ship. If it misses the tree, this could be good. It's a
It's
look
a putt right there with
Yeah,
Josh. So
for sure. He'll be happy with that.
they're in that 40-foot range or so.
Chris, let's get up and down for par. This looks pretty good. Bit early. Man, this could
Kind
be
of
a
an
tough
unlucky
putt.
roll there.
Whoa.
So yeah, George is stuck with the trick putt here. I think he's throwing a lob
Spike
hyzer over
hyzer.
the top.
Oh man, bad reaction there. He's still.
And you can't really see this from the line, but I have to go to the inside of this first tree, and then my legs
I
aren't
see
long
what
enough to
you're
go
saying.
all the way around
Yeah.
the outside, and so the angle was almost not there. That shot didn't even really show how tight it was to put an attempt in. So yeah, he's buried in the honeysuckle there. There's unless he just wanted to throw a pancake over the top or something, he really didn't have anything.
Man, so close for Josh.
He's been that pro side low on a couple of putts. He'll tune it in, I bet.
George for par here.
Yep,
Cash.
right over.
After the first few holes, he's definitely righted the ship, and putter's finding the basket now.
Yeah, he grew up putting those Mach 1s at Oakland, and he's got that just over the rim, disc moving down, high percentage putt that, you learned when Bass didn't quite catch the way they catch today.
Yeah, for sure. Putt to the basket, not through it, more so than some of the newer players we see on tour these days.
Well, but if you look at guys like Paul McBeth, like he has this, I call it a heavy putt, and Ricky too a little bit, but when it's coming in and down at an angle, so he makes a lot of left side putts that other people miss because of the angle that he putts. Climo putted like that too. Great players pick high percentage plays,
For sure. Kind of like choosing a hyzer instead of a flex shot if it's on the table.
Yep. So yeah, this hole here is pretty difficult. You got to throw an anhyzer almost. The forehand's really blocked.
Yeah, no, I don't think the forehand's there at all, really.
And then there's houses on the left that are OB,
Whoa.
and there's a path on the right that's OB.
What a great break there for George.
Yep.
That could have been a one-stroke difference for sure. What are you throwing here, Thunderbird or something?
Yeah, I'm throwing a Macbeth Thunderbird. And everyone got good kicks on this hole. We
can't
threw some
believe it.
pretty bad ones
Man.
and ended up in the fairway.
Yeah, that could be bogey so fast if you kick left there.
That disc has to be turned a little out of the hand. It wasn't going to flip itself. And
Yeah.
Logan got his nose up, but he also
Splash.
considering
Bug.
we're playing that casual, like what this nose up is, that was actually a good kick as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay, nice. This looks like it could be good. Hold. Yeah. Man,
Oh,
that
I
branch
wanted
just
to
held
see
him
the
up.
finish of that flight without
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that looked like it could have been tracking the basket. Logan doesn't get this turned over. Does it stay in?
It's flirting with the OB. We'll have to go see.
Man, that branch could have saved him. 'Cause that would have definitely been OB had it stayed clean.
So this is just kind of a layup jump putt. This green's pretty tricky. It slopes down and there's a creek behind it,
Definitely.
so speed control is kind of difficult
It
on
looked
this
like you
green.
executed your shot very
Yeah,
well.
I think it's parked. I can't
Nice.
remember for sure, but
Is Josh running this one, you think?
I can't really remember his angle, but
Looks like it.
Josh really can't spell layup
Yeah,
for the
I know.
most part. I mean, he'd lay up if the money was on the line or if he had to, but
Yeah, Josh is an aggressive player, no doubt. Come
Chris
on.
was running it for sure. I think
Man.
that log saved him.
Oh, nice. Quite a lot of metal for sure.
Boom.
Wow. What a save. So he was inbounds?
Yeah, so he was inbounds.
Oh, he gets the skin there. Nice.
Yeah.
Good putt, Logan. That was awesome.
Yeah, and that's me yelling. That's how you save par in slow-mo. I think that's probably about 45. However, I mean, he took his meter in, so his disc was half in, half out. So,
Oh, wow. Good result there, Logan. Great putt. Whoa, what?
yeah, and that alone will show you that George he's a little off today. Completely missing the basket from 20 feet is something that you're probably never going to see George do again.
Yeah, it's man, he's missed a few putts already. 2 that he definitely wants back. Hole 12, the signature hole here. I really like this one. This one kind of plays like a 2-shot hole unless you get super aggressive.
So you're going to see some different shots now that there's a tree down on the inside line, and you can throw a lot of different shots
going
on
forehand
that
roller?
inside gap. Yeah, I'm throwing a forehand cut roller.
Nice. Let's see how this plays out.
I've had a bunch of pickups with this shot.
Didn't quite get it
I
up
left
enough.
it a little too much angle.
Damn.
I don't mind that because I get up and down pretty easy from over there usually if I miss the shot. So it's not as risky as it looks. Logan liked
likes
the
it.
idea, and he went for it too. I think he got an unfortunate bounce right there.
Man, still a pretty great shot. He's got a putt. If it sits.
Yeah, it actually ends up almost all the way over by mine.
Yeah, man. I didn't think it was going to carry that far. Chris, what's he got lined up for us? Rock turnover?
Yeah, I think that the white disc that he's been throwing with the mini stab is a rock.
This looks perfect for the turnover.
Yeah, and he threw a really great shot here.
Nice.
And then, to be honest, this inside line George is about to throw, I used to call it the George line because he was the only one that could hit it, but there's a tree down, so now it's about 3 times as wide as it used to be. It's kind of hard to see there with the angle, but
that's a great backhand
if you
turnover.
cut inside that first guardian tree with something like a eagle or a roadrunner or what, you can get way, or even just a mid, depending on your arm speed. I think he threw a flippy eagle there.
Yeah, no. Whoa!
Yeah, that almost went in. Like it was pretty. I was up there in the woods watching, and it actually looked really close.
That would have been a crazy 2.
Some more tricks out of the bag from Chris. Lefty forehand.
That's nuts. This hole, I'm happy with the 3 on this hole.
Yeah, I'm flicking a Yeti here.
Nice.
I was just
Good touch.
laying up. I had a ceiling there, so.
Logan for the 2. This would be a huge pickup. Oh, it looks good. Oh,
He
just
wanted
low.
it for sure.
You could tell by his body language he thought that had a chance.
I mean, everybody wants this one.
Heck yeah.
It doesn't get gotten that often.
George for the 2. Oh, man, just out of his hand, that one was missing.
Yeah,
is
he's
definitely
dragging
off.
his putts to the right. I'm not sure. I've never really seen this out of him. Now that's just the basket there, and that slipped straight through.
Yep.
I think that these are Mach 2s with Mach 3 bottoms or something. I'm not sure, but word on the street is we're getting disc catchers at Indian Hills. So,
What?
Yeah.
This is news to me. That's awesome.
Actually, word on the street is they're bidding it to the city, but we're probably getting disc catchers on every hole in Columbia.
Dude, you just blew my mind. I'm so happy right now.
But not this year, just Indian Hills this year.
This year?
Yeah. That's what they're trying for. It's not set in stone yet.
I'm thrilled. Well, guys, thanks for joining us on the front 9.
Boom.
Leaving on a high note, we're getting disc catchers at the hills. Let's go.
Apparently, you got to go to a knee, and then you can
Oh!
bank circle 2 putts all day long.
This is a nice putt from George. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, and see you at the next 9.